What's up, guys? I have a finally a weightlifting routine that I'm doing. So I start off with 3 sets of wide lat pull downs. As you can see, I'm going the widest I can, and it's very important to try to pinch your shoulder blades back whenever you're performing this, because when it comes to back exercises, it's truly all about the squeeze and the contraction. Then proceeded to do some high rows. I did each arm individually because I can get more distance in the back, especially whenever you have a stomach support like this. If you do both arms simultaneously, sometimes it's hard to pinch in the back. As you can see, I'm torquing my body a lot, but I am making sure that I get that squeeze in there as much as I can. And so I did the my left arm, and then when my form was compromised, I started doing the right arm. And make sure just on these types of exercises where you really have to squeeze, don't swing your body, because it's going to take um, some of the effectiveness away from the routine that you're doing. So whenever you do back exercise, especially like this one, just make sure you get that squeeze. And if you have to, lighten up the weight so that you can get the form correct. Just squeeze out the last few. And then I can't really do T-bar rows because I've been having some lower back problems. So I've started to do these rows right here. It's just kind of mid-body type row. Another thing, you just want to squeeze in the back and just get those shoulder blades touching. I mean, I try to almost touch my elbows behind my back if I can, but just that squeeze is very important. And then I did some of these rear delt flies, 3 more sets. And actually, you can do, drop sets on these if you want, but I just make sure that I have enough weight to make sure I have a good burn going. I try not to go over 15 reps, and if I do, obviously increase the weight, but this isn't one of those exercises that you want to just load up a ton of weight on. I then did some incline, like supinated curls, I guess. You just get some dumbbells and then you lift the weight. But whenever you do that, you really need to try to squeeze the top and twist your wrist, because your body is involved in many different, angles and torquing processes. But specifically for your bicep, it's for the curling motion and for an I guess, outward rotation of your wrist, if that makes sense. So if you do any supinated things like I am right here, you're activating more muscle fibers, which um, in the end, always builds more muscle. So I did 3 sets of these. I then did some straight bar curls. I'm actually pretty surprised that I can do straight bar curls, because usually it hurts my wrist, but for some reason I was fine doing it with this. Just make sure you have your elbows locked right next to your body, because you really have to have that good form in order to get that good pump. But yeah, I did 3 sets of these, and I'm kind of leaning back and stuff, but I could feel the pump going, so I knew I was doing a pretty good form. Then I did my this is my little personalized ab workout. I actually do this every single day. Um, and I just get on this little deal that I found, and this really hits your lower abs. Um, my waist size is actually increased because of doing this exercise. It is really building up that lower part of my abs, and so um, I just do this first part with a dumbbell to add some weight. I did 12, and then directly move into some like twisting motion type of ab exercises to work those obliques. And remember that if you don't do those exercises where you like stand up and you hold a dumbbell to your side and you bend up, that is not working your obliques. That is working a muscle called your quadratus lumborum, because you are doing a completely different exercise than what you're wanting. So twisting motions are the best if you're trying to work your obliques. not those bend over weird things. And then right after that, superset it with some, I think this is called a Bosu ball. I just did more of these. I think I did 20. I also did 20 on those twisting crunch things. But anyway, I did 20 of these. Added resistance. Make sure you have your hips up in the air. That's really key to working your upper abs. And I put my hand on the area that I'm trying to flex. For some reason, it helps me focus on the area that I'm actually trying to work. And so I don't know. It's just might just be me, but it definitely helps me to get a nice squeeze in that upper area of my abs whenever I put my hand there. I mean, of course you don't have to, but that just helps me. So yeah, I just did 20 of these, and I did all these exercises in a superset, and altogether I did 2 of these combinations, so it was 6 sets total. Cardio time. Gotta get ripped. 15 incline, 3 miles per hour. Gonna do this for about 20 minutes. Burn about 300 calories. Call it quits.